Today, we're going to look at the team in the NCAA that I think is going to have the single biggest turnaround from a poor year last year to a good year this year. I don't know exactly how good they'll be, but I think they'll be above 500 despite being below 500 last year by a wide margin. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to give you some stats, and I want you to try and figure out if you can guess who the coach is or who the team is prior to me telling you that. So the first thing is that this team, the big change is going to be their coach. They are picking up a coach that I think is one of the top 5 coaches in America, maybe even higher than that. I personally love this coach's coaching style. So the first thing, this coach has coached 3 Division I teams. Their records have been 30-5, 112-55, and 29-13. All 3 have made it to the NCAA tournament. In fact, all 3 have won a game in the NCAA tournament. So I'm going to tell you only one of the teams because the other 2 might give it away. The first team that he coached in Division I was none other than Little Rock, Arkansas, repping it out of the Sun Belt Conference. So first off, just to show you how good I think this coach is, the 3 years before he got there, their record was 10-21, 7-25, 15-17, losing records by wide margins. The 1 year he was at Little Rock, Arkansas, they were 30-5. And again, the next year they were 13-18 when he had left. 30-5. He literally led them to 15 more wins than the year before and the year after, simply because of whatever he was doing obviously was working very, very well. Not only did Little Rock, Arkansas make the NCAA tournament for, I believe, their only time in history, they also upset Purdue on some crazy shots, as we can see here, just some absolutely insane shots. So they upset a good team and obviously were a very good team that year. This coach is known specifically for his tremendous defense. The coach is Chris Beard. Now, obviously, Chris Beard is surrounded with a lot of controversy late, which I personally am not going to get into because I don't believe in that. However, I do love the way he coaches. Okay? The basketball that he coaches on the court is tremendous, tremendous basketball. Texas Tech, as we're looking at now, has shown to have crazy good defense in the years he was there. Always KenPom top 3 or top 5. And you can see it as these are good teams that they're, one, either denying at the rim or just preventing from scoring in the first place. He has a no-middle defense that I absolutely love that encourages baseline mid-range shots and essentially allows you to just miss a bunch of shots and then they get the rebound and go on the other end. So while they do play good defense, their offense is, I'll say semi-middle of the road. However, because their defense is so good, it makes their team that much better. Last year with Texas, he had a top 5 KenPom team, and with Texas Tech, he also had a top 5 KenPom team. So the first thing is, let's establish that Ole Miss last year was just not very good. Okay? We can look at a couple of clips here. Ole Miss, very poor communication, lack of discussion on defense, lead to open shots for no needed reason. When Chris Beard comes in, I guarantee that this will change. I guarantee that will change. I can't guarantee that the offense will get much better, but I guarantee the defense will improve by leaps and bounds. And then stemming off of this, one of the matchups that I am most excited for this year is between Nate Oates, the head coach of Alabama, and Chris Beard, now going to be the head coach of Ole Miss. With a more improved Ole Miss, they are going to play Alabama. I at least assume they'll play Alabama once next year or twice next year. Last year, they got smacked 84-62. But that being said, this year, I have a feeling it will be much, much closer. Chris Beard and Nate Oates have faced once before. It was when Chris Beard was in Texas Tech, that first run at a big title, when he ran into Nate Oates, who was coaching at Buffalo at the time. Buffalo's team was known for transition, offense, spreading the floor, getting downhill, and Chris Beard represents essentially the opposite of what Nate Oates plays. Nate Oates plays threes, layups, efficiency on offense, and then play good defense. And Chris Beard is like, we're going to shut you down on defense and play okay offense. And so while Ole Miss may not be the best team next year, I think in 2-3 years, Ole Miss will be a top 5 team again. And I very much look forward to seeing Nate Oates and Chris Beard go at it head-to-head on a regular basis. Have a great rest of your day.